Okay, this one is taking a long time because my kids keep interrupting me. So, this video is about bras on the farm. You need to have an understanding of this because I fought with it for the first year that we were here. And this is a push-up bra, and it has padding, but also it does not have full coverage. So it should be out to here. What happens is if you have a push-up bra on and you have to bend over to get a weed or something, okay, so you're bending over and you're staying there for a second, what happens is your boobs fall out the top of your bra, and when you come back up, your nipples are up here hanging out of your bra, and you've got to stuff yourself back in, and eventually that really starts to chafe your nipples, and it's a waste of time. It means you have to stop whatever you were doing to fix your bra. The other thing is, on a farm you have a tendency to work around men a lot, and if you're always pulling and tugging and chafing, then not only do you have to let go of your hay bale or whatever you were doing, but it's kind of distracting to watch someone sit there and play with their bra all the time. So, what you want is a full coverage bra. You want one that comes up and completely covers you and holds you in. And when you're in the dressing room, you want to bend over and see if you stay in them. Do some jiggling, you know, whatever it takes to make sure they stay in. And make sure that your band size is correct. A lot of times you go into like Kmart or whatever and they're like, oh, you're a 32C? Okay, well, let's go to a 24 or a 34B and the size will be fine. No, if you're going to spend the money on a bra, get a good bra, make sure that it fits correctly, because if you go up a band size and down a cup size, what happens is the back of your bra pulls up and your boobs end up either kind of hanging there, and your bra is hanging there and it's not fitting you well and it's not attractive. So the other thing you want is you want it to have not padding, but some thickness in the cup itself, because you don't want to have nipping, you don't have shine through, because you sweat a lot on the farm, and again, if you have men around and everything, that's distracting. And so good coverage there. Depending on whether you like an underwire or not, the other thing you can do is get a pattern for these, because even buying sports bras, either they're the full coverage, heavy duty, iron lock, supreme, and they're still going to cost you $40. Or you're going to get them from Kmart, and it's going to be just a little bit of elastic, and you're going to be falling out the bottom because it'll be too tight, or it'll be too loose, or you're going to be falling out the top because it's just not holding in good. So even if you're a smaller size cup, A or B, you still want a quality bra. You want it to fit you right. You want to look nice. So these are nice. And the next thing I wanted to talk about was nursing bras. Okay, when I started to nurse, bras when you're nursing are under a whole lot of pressure. There's milk, there's the fact that you get bigger and smaller all in the same day, so they need to be rugged. Again, even if you're not a plus size in your cup, you need that bra needs to be tough, otherwise it gets stretched out and you don't feel very attractive. So this is what I did. These bras, it's Bravado Designs, and they're the ones I found online with all my reviews that were huge reviews, that everybody loved them, and they go all the way, darn it, I've shown the wrong picture, Bravado Designs. And they go from a 32F up to a 46G, and that's their range. And it has incredibly good elastic and incredibly good hardware and double thickness where you need double thickness, but they're $40, $45 a piece. And they might have actually been more than that, but it's been like 8 years since I bought one. So what I did, I don't have enough money to go out and buy 7 bras so that I can keep them in the laundry. Because you could, if you had 2 bras, I guess you could wash one at night and hang it up and everything. But with a new baby, it's hard to find energy to just get out of bed in the morning. So are you really, you know, the pastor's going to show up at the door and you won't have a bra on because it's dripping in the bathroom and you don't have bras. So you want bras. So this is what I did. I went and bought the bra, and then from this point over, I took it apart. I was really brave because it had been so expensive, but I adored this bra. So I unstitched it from here over and left this half intact, and I made myself a pattern. First what I did is I took tissue paper and traced it. And I had to be really, really careful to make sure I wasn't stretching it when I made the pattern. But I made myself patterns, and it says cut one, and then I showed which way the stretch should go. And place on fold, and on this one I have these dots to show, let's see if I can get it, that this piece goes on with these dots. See that? Cut one, and this is the way the stretch goes. Cut one, place on fold, and this is the way the stretch goes. Where you're using Lycra spandex, you need to make sure you have the stretch going the right way. And then I would mark where my elastic was to go. And then I wrote myself a pattern that showed all the pictures and what number they were, and it would go like this. Number 1, sew number 2 to the wrong side of number 1, and use a straight stitch. So that's what I did. I showed where the straight stitch would go. And then at the bottom I have elastic lengths at the bottom. And it just read waist 1 3/4 inch, so it would have been this one, by 28.5 inches. And so, and then front neck 1/4 inch by 9 inches, and back neck 1/4 inch by 10 inches, loop 3/8 inch by 9 inch. So that was how I did it. And then I went to the secondhand stores and bought all the nursing bras that I could find, and I cut off their hardware so that I could use it on my new bras, because those are things that they don't sell this hardware in fabric shops. And do not buy your elastic online in spools, because you cannot tell how high quality it is. So I just buy it in several yards at a time from like Hancock's or Joann's or whatever for this good elastic. And then that's what I used. And I just, when I ran out, I made more. And I ended up spending like $3 a bra for a $45 bra, and it was fabulous. And this is the other thing, is if you don't like an underwire but you have a bigger cup and it's hard to find the right size, then what you do is you take your nursing bra that you love and you don't add the hardware. You don't add the hardware. You don't add the extra elastic that holds the hardware. You just sew it together at the shoulder at whatever height you want it, and there's your ultimate, perfect, wonderful sports bra that you didn't have to buy a pattern for. And I think that's it. If you have any questions, oh, the other thing is Victoria's Secret. They have their semi-annual sales. Did I already say that? And look for sales. Make sure you get good quality. Sometimes you can find stuff online, but usually it's still kind of expensive. So for farm bra wearing, I usually do just, if I'm going to wear one, I do just go for like a sports bra type bra. And I think that is it. Make your own patterns. This is where I keep my patterns. It's just really handy because I make a lot of my own patterns and they don't really fit into an envelope very nicely. And I did save that just because I adore these bras. And just buy your Lycra spandex mix. Make sure it's a sport weight so that it'll be heavy enough. And good thread. When you just pay attention to your bra when you unpick it. And anyway, there we go. I can't really think of anything else to add there.